a 12-year-old Polish girl by the name of Maria Kislow hanged herself after her father died in 2009 of a massive heart attack. She missed her father so much that she left a note next to her saying, "Dear Mom, please don't be sad. I just miss Daddy so much. I want to see him again." And so this has actually caused a lot of debate in blogs and vlogs, and people feel as though, look, here is one downside of religion, because look, religion is used to cope with a lot of things that people don't want to cope with, and death is one of those issues. And a lot of times when someone passes away, we want to believe that they enter another world, and one day we will also join them. So I'm sure that that's what this 12-year-old girl was told, and she truly believed that if she took her own life, at some point she will be reunited with her father. And so people are criticizing the family for this. They're criticizing the family for making this girl think that that's the case. Now, there was one vlogger on YouTube who said that this is a form of child abuse. I don't know if I agree with that, but what was her name, Cenk?
It's Jacqueline Glenn, and then she got a lot of hate for it because they're saying, hey, listen, don't blame the family at this point, and you're not right to say that. But look, in her video, she explains that she was raised Catholic, and she was made to believe all this nonsense, and that when they got divorced, her parents, people would come up to her and say, "Oh, your mom can't take communion because she didn't get an annulment." All this stupid chicanery about like you're going to trick God. Oh, you got divorced, but if you do the annulment, God won't be able to see it. I know that technically that's not how they color it, but that's basically what it is. It's incredibly stupid. But she said, as a 4-year-old, you're living under this like terror of like, oh my God, is my mom going to go to hell? Like, is everything going to be all right? And you're constantly worried about this superstition where people are always tortured and they go to hell or they go to heaven and it's wonderful. And if you die, it could be great, right? And in this case, look, my first reaction is, I feel so bad for that family. I mean, that girl and how she missed her dad, and she had all the good intentions, and then she kills herself. Oh, no, don't do that, don't do that. And the mom has to be absolutely devastated, and she is. She said, if I didn't have a son, I couldn't carry on.
So, of course, in religion, you're taught that if you do commit suicide, you're not going to make it to heaven, right? That is a sin. You're going to make it to hell. And I wonder if that was something that they put in there to counter, the notion that if someone dies, they go to heaven and one day you'll join them. Just to convince people, don't kill yourself, because if you do, you're not going to join them.
Look, there's a recent theory that Jesus Christ and Christianity, not Jesus Christ himself, but what sprung from it, Christianity, was a trick by the Romans to appease the masses. Okay. Now, the fact that the religion, or the idea that religion is an opiate of the masses, of course, a very old idea, right? So, but now, why? And they tell you, oh, don't worry how bad your situation is now, because the poor, etc., are going to be rewarded so great at the end. And all the people that have all the money, you don't have to do anything to them. Don't worry about that. They're not going to make it to heaven. They're going to go to hell. So you're in great shape. Just don't do anything, right? But they need you to keep working, right? And they say, but I know how great heaven is, but you don't want to get there quite yet, right? So if you commit suicide, you're going to go to hell, right? Yeah. So they set all these rules so that people are subservient. They follow what they're told, and then you get some great, you get some religious leaders, some popes, etc., to say, oh, bow your head, give to Caesar what is his, etc. And so yeah, that's one of the clauses they need in there to keep people alive, for all of it to make sense, because if they truly believed that heaven was that great, they'd all jump off a bridge. Right? Now they can't because of this clause.
Exactly. There's, there are caveats and there are certain things that you have to follow. So I wonder if that's the way they structured the religion to be that way.
No, and Malcolm, who works on the show, made a great point about this. They don't really believe.
Of course they don't.
Now, if they really believed, then when the dad died, they would have been exultant. Oh yes, he's up in heaven. That's awesome. Because you literally can't get any better than that, right? And when the 12-year-old dies, you think, great, she's up in heaven, whatever. I don't think they're worried about, suicide. I'm positive they think she went to heaven, right? So, but they don't think that because they don't really believe. They think that, my God, I had my 12-year-old daughter here, and and this was the real life, and that's just a fantasy I tell myself to make myself feel better.
Yeah, it's a coping mechanism.
Right, and sometimes, and I understand that, and I feel bad, and I I don't want to tear that down, but at the same time, it's important to know what reality is, because otherwise mistakes like this happen. Because if you believe in things that aren't true, you never know what you can do, right? And so I wish they hadn't told her that. And yes, it would have been really hard for her to cope, because she obviously loved her dad beyond imagination and missed him so much. And my heart goes out to her and her family. And now that I got kids, this story rips me apart, right? But I wish that they didn't believe in those fairy tales so that she could be alive today.